way to tiebreaker. Man. I think this will also be a really close matchup. I think, I mean, if you look at the, if you look at the qualifiers, if you look at the qualifiers scores that these two have, you might think it's one-sided for Setsoku because he has like better scores on like a lot more maps than Kessoku. But I think Setsoku has some ways, I think, that they can take this match. They just have to like find it, I think. Because they do have better scores on Setsoku on Nomad 3 as well as Hard Rock 1. Absolutely mugging Setsoku on those particular maps, but all the other maps, going to be an absolute like slogfest if Kessoku wants to take those points away from Setsoku. And look at those rolls, 39 points, 32 points, Setsoku winning by just 7. And they give Kessoku first kick. Remains Kessoku to decide whether they get first ban and second ban, and they get first ban. Alright, here we go. First ban cycle, Cryo ban HD2. I think mas magaling lang talaga si Setsoku kay Kessoku in that skill set, especially for this tournament. So, if we're talking bans, that might be a Cryo. Not sure about any of the hard rocks. I think they're gonna choose to leave those open as we see Kessoku go for the Nomad 2 ban. Respectable ban as well. This is also like Nomad 2 also a really good skill set from Setsoku, so taking that away from them takes one of their more comfortable picks away. And second and third ban now for Setsoku. Just realized it's also a ban of the Okus. Setsoku, Kessoku. Yeah, it's going to be a fun time trying to commentate this match, huh? Wait, why did Kessoku go next? It's supposed to be like 2 bans for Setsoku next. Did we miss a pick? Did we miss a ban? Huh. Wait. Are Setsoku's messages not popping up or something? Okay, so Setsoku banned Nomad 3 and Nomad 1. And what are these bans? We're left with only 2 Nomads left, and it's Nomad 4 and Nomad 5. As Kessoku opts for the Hard Rock 3. Both players showing extreme prejudice against the Nomads. I'm gonna assume that both players go heading into this match with a bit more preparedness than I think both Chloe and Casual Hexagon. So I think both these players put a lot of effort into their practice, so we might be able to see a much more closely contested Hard Rock 3 than earlier, but hey, who knows? As we see, early advantage on the side of Kessoku, and because of that accuracy. And yeah, I think this is Kessoku's game plan. It's just abuse Hard Rock. I think even though Setsoku had like a better score on the Hard Rock 2 than Kessoku and Qualifiers, I think Kessoku just has like a bit more has a lot of confidence on their ability to play Hard Rock that they can disregard that. Right now though, that lead from Setsoku that they've accumulated going to immediately swing on over to Kessoku's side as they get slow slidered. They're going to hold on to this, especially because they're going to be above combo threshold in just a little bit. So that's maximum scoring potential for each node that you hit. Setsoku now. First half of the map concluded. Setsoku has a long way to try and steal this breakpoint away from Kessoku. But with that combo coming from them, it's this lead from Kessoku right now, a bit of a fragile one. As you see, misses a combo reset from both players, but it's a trade that's going to favor Kessoku more because of their earlier score. So final part of the map remains, and unless another big miss comes from Kessoku, it's not going to be possible for Setsoku to steal this point away. As we see another miss coming from them, that is going to be the final nail in the coffin for this map. Kessoku, a strong opener for a strong player. A miss coming from them at the end there is not going to do much in the grand scale of things, as they will be taking this first point away from Setsoku. 1-0. Advantage Kessoku. And next pick Setsoku. A really close, I think. Just that one miss coming from Setsoku. Unfortunate for them. That like one slider break. It's just the misplacements, not doing them any favor. And they immediately go for the hidden 2. I think surprisingly this went through. I would have assumed Setsoku would not want to give Setsoku any easy outs. They did ban the no mod too. So I was expecting a more sensible hidden 2 ban. But I guess they must think that like Setsoku has like better practice on the no mod 6. That's why they went for it. They went for the ban. Anyway, here we go. HD2 for Setsoku. And right now, surprisingly, it's Kessoku with the lead. Oh, spoke too soon. But it's alright. It's both players actually trading pieces back and forth. None of them finding their footing in this map. Right now, though, it's Setsoku with a bit of a combo and accuracy lead. Wow, that pattern sucks ass. But well, Kessoku now can seem to find even a little bit of combo in this map, and it's a fact that Setsoku is going to take full advantage of. First third of the map in the books, Setsoku in the lead. Yep. See, this is the reason why Kessoku should have Kessoku should have done this respectfully. But I mean, you're probably like picking between a rock and a hard place, picking between like banning Nomad 6 and banning this map. Kessoku teetering in the middle of 75% accuracy. Just not having a fun time with this map at all. And technically so is Setsoku, it's just that they're just a bit more prepared, just a bit better at reading than Kessoku. That they're able to get the score that they have right now. And with that, Setsoku able to equalize this match in the first pick cycle. 1-1 for Kessoku and Setsoku, even game. But just a rough performance coming from Kessoku there. Just not having a fun time. But it's alright. Marami pang pwedeng pagpilian. Just let this one go. And probably focus on the next maps that you want to play. I'd just like to point out, double picking is allowed in this tournament. So, kung gustong mag-hard rock ulit yung Kessoku, pwede niyang gawin yun. Pero they go for the DT1 instead. All right. I do have to say, both these players very prominent in terms of DT. I think this GT1 is gonna come down to execution. Pero sa totoo lang kasi halos lahat naman talaga pwedeng madaan lang talaga sa execution eh. We saw that earlier from the match between Pillowy and Kexa. Kexa was trailing behind in terms of the accuracy a lot of times, pero yung combo game lang talaga eh, something like that. And that's how they were able to that's how Quarterfinals was able to take a lot of points away from Pillowy. Pero na nga po, Setsoku early advantage. Kasi namimintes ngayon tong si Setsoku. In terms of accuracy, even game. Actually, even game. Pero slightly more favored towards Kessoku yung accuracy. Pero aanahin mo yung accuracy with that combo coming from Setsoku, nabintes na rin siya. Which means this map kind of even as we head into the second half of this map. Both players nalaman na bigat ang laban. As we see another miss coming from Setsoku, going to be the window of opportunity now for Kessoku. to try and regain that lead that they had from the start. 1/3 of the map remains. Setsoku, mintes na naman. And I think... Yeah, I think unless we see another miss coming from Kessoku right here. Kaso ka lang walang combo si Setsoku to try and take advantage of this. 1/4 of the map remains. Will there be enough time? Setsoku with an overtap. That's unfortunate for them. And with that final break, confirm lang ng parehong player na paano na. Medyo malayo na tong kalamangan ni Kessoku. Namintes siya doon pero wala nang magagawa dito si Setsoku. Trade miss coming from both players, but it's going to be a trade that's going to be on the side of Kessoku as they take the second point of this match. 4th pick now, coming from Setsoku's side. I think it's in Setsoku's best interest to probably abuse hidden against Kessoku. Problem is, which one? Or do they go for a tapping based pick in Nomad 5? Or maybe DT2? So kasi I think they be discouraged quite a bit from picking any tapping related maps. Or at least go be aggressive on those tapping related maps with that performance from Kessoku in DT1. You see hidden 3 coming from Setsoku. So once again, doubling down on abusing hidden against Kessoku, which is arguably Kessoku's worst mod build. So here we go, hidden 3, Kozen no Himitsu. Not really sure how to pronounce that. Oh, but an early chain miss coming from Setsoku. That accuracy almost dropping below 50%. So even before this map truly begins, it's already an uphill climb right now for Setsoku. Both players actually find misses during the early part of that map. It's just that Setsoku right now, with that crucial chain miss at the start, it's going to start with a big disadvantage. As we see this first quarter conclude, miss coming from Setsoku is going to give Kessoku now the chance to extend this lead, possibly to a place where Setsoku can't reach it. Nakako. Trade misses coming from both players, pero mas maganda yun para kay Kessoku kasi mas malaki yung score niya ngayon. At mas lalaki ang kalamangan niya. As Setsoku once again finds a miss before this break part, and they could see right now halos 2 times yung score niya ni Kessoku sa score ni Set. There's still a bit of map left. That was just the first half. So if we see crucial misses coming from Kessoku's side, and right now we are seeing them, Setsoku could try and build combo back up and try and steal their point away from Kessoku, who's right now threatening a breakpoint with that lead 73k strong. Trade miss coming from both players. It's a trade that Kessoku is willing to take. Ang laki na ng kalamangan. Parang ano? 1/3 of the map remains. Kailangan dito ni Setsoku na mag-win-test ulit si Kessoku. At hindi siya mag-win-test. And this is their final shot. 1/4 of the map remains. And that's it. Nag-win-test. Another trade miss coming from both players. Pero I don't think with the score lead being above 70k, no more time left. It's going to be Kessoku taking the first break point of this match. It might just be a crucial break point as well. Yep. So Kessoku with a 3-1 advantage over Setsoku as we head into the third pick cycle. Meron pang dalawang hard rock na pwedeng laruin ni Kessoku kung gusto niya. And DT isn't as one-sided. So it's going to be those DTs are going to be contested picks, definitely. So huge advantage now for Kessoku because they have a chance of increasing this 2-point lead into a 3-point lead. But they pick Hard Rock 1. And just like earlier with just like earlier with Milky Bio against Cursed FX, it's going to be Sheena Ringo back to back. Okay, even though Kessoku is admittedly more well known for their hard rock between these two players, Setsoku not a slouch in terms of the hard rock picks. So I'm expecting this to be a really close map. And once again, execution lang ang makakasabi kong sino man nanalo dito. So right now, mas maganda yung accuracy ni Kessoku. Both players matching combo. Pero mas maraming hack drop nangyayari ngayon sa side ni Setsoku. I'm pretty sure that was a dropped slider end as well. Pero ulang mintis mula kay Kessoku. Ang malala pa doon, it happened just when Setsoku was about to reach combo threshold. So right now, Setsoku, that's maximum score for each note that they hit. Pero under aim, malala rin mintis yun mula kay Setsoku. Sayang na yung kalamangan niya. Kaya niya sana mas palaki hit pa sa nakaso. That miss is gonna stifle that momentum. It is momentum that Setsoku severely needs right now because if Kessoku wins this, that's like 3 points in a row. Ayun na nga po, Mintes mula kay Kessoku ulit. Going to give a slight advantage now once again to Setsoku. One that hopefully he does not squander. So we head into the KI part. Another miss coming from Setsoku, but it's a trade miss. It's a trade miss that benefits Setsoku though, since they have better score right now. But not by much. Oh, crucial accuracy drop coming from Kessoku right there. Just a string of 100s at the end of that burst. So right now, back to an even game. Setsoku with a slight accuracy advantage. Kessoku with a slight combo advantage. It's going to be crucial now, that miss coming from Setsoku. At sa nalang mitis. Patay po tayo dito. Parang parang maidikit yung yung tapos na ito Vain miss coming from both players. 30k pa rin ang kalamangan. Slowly but surely climbing on over to the side of Setsoku. And I think yun na po yun. Setsoku able to steal a breakpoint away from Kessoku. Not enough to tie things up, pero just enough to threaten an equalizer on their next pick. Yun na nga po, nilabas ng DT2. Gusto lang pakitaan ng tapping na ni Setsoku itong si Kessoku. The question is, gagana nga ba? Kasi both these players magaling sa tapping as showcased by that brilliant DT1 performance. Both players scoring above 400,000. Kessoku with a 500,000 though. So, tingnan natin kung ma-replicate yun ni Kessoku or Setsoku is going to show them okay, sa'yo na yung DT1. Pero akin to. This is like my wheelhouse. I don't remember what I don't remember what wheelhouse is in Filipino, but that's the advantage of being able to speak 2 languages. Okay, equal in terms of the spin. Pero once again, early accuracy advantage on the side of Kessoku. It's equalized. Hindi ko na alam kung sino may advantage. Si Kessoku yun ngayon. Practically equal in terms of accuracy. I think it's gonna come down once again sa kung sino yung unang mag-mintes. Medyo nakakatakot lang yung aim ni Setsoku ngayon medyo shaky. But it's still pretty even. Both players refusing to give any type of ground to the other. You see act drops coming from the side of Kessoku is going to give the lead right now to Setsoku, pero nabit-decimate si Setsoku. Patay. First half of the map in the books, 1/3 remaining actually with this significantly long break. Si Kessoku ngayon, alam na hawak niya ang kalaban ngayon. And with each note that they hit, nakikita nyo, lumulobo yung kalangang tumatakbo lang si Kessoku. So that's 1/4 of the map remains, and Kessoku is still full comboing with 93%, about to hit 94% accuracy. There's 2 missed picks in a row coming from Setsoku. It's going to give Kessoku their 4th point of this match. Range niya pa yata ito talaga. Kessoku, ang lakas mo naman, Kessoku! Tignan mo yan! Parang pinagpalit lang yung parang pinagpalit lang yung grade. Si Kessoku yung naka-FC pero siya yung A-rank, pero si Setsoku naka no miss. Pero may slider break, siya yung may S rank. Oh my goodness! It came down to like that one slider break coming from Setsoku. Malas para sa kanya, pero there's still more picks to come. About two more pick cycles left. And I think this is the penultimate one coming from Kessoku right here. So Kessoku threatening match point. Meron pa siyang hard rock 2 Pero hindi ko alam kung gusto niyang piliin yan. Kasi magaling si Setsoku sa precision. Mas nagalingan ni Setsoku sa precision si Kessoku nung qualifier. So I think medyo may doubts si Kessoku kung gusto niyang piliin yan. Pero hindi rin natin alam. Baka mamaya sasabihin niya, qualifiers lang naman yun. Tingnan natin kung kaya niyang gawin ito, harapan. Yun nga po, hard rock 2 nilabas. Threatening itong si Kessoku, kung manalo siya dito 5-2, ibig sabihin kailangan ni Setsoku na manalo ng 3 puntos back to back para lang i-force yung tiebreaker. Ang bilis mag-ready up Go agad. Sa amin parehong manlalaro. Early missed. Parang Setsoku. Pero okay lang. Kakasimula pa lang naman ng mapa. And well, we see a slight accuracy advantage, actually a huge accuracy advantage para kay Setsoku ngayon. So kaya siya yung unang nag-mintis. Hindi mo ramdam na siya yung unang nag-mintis kasi tingnan mo naman 95% accuracy to 87. Practically nullified the effects of that early miss. So we get the first third of the map underway. Unang nag-mintis pa nga si Kessoku. Pero trade miss mula sa parehong manlalaro. But it's a trade miss that is going to go Setsoku's way by just a little bit. Another miss coming from the side of Kessoku. Medyo natatapilok sila dito sa cuts. Equal in terms of accuracy. Whoa! Saan yung mintis? Sa slider? Yikes! Ang malas! Pero oportunidad ngayon para kay Setsoku to just run away with this lead. 1/4 of the map remains. And makikita naman parehong manlalaro ngayon. Medyo dikit. Kaso nga lang, mas malaki yung combo ni Setsoku. Pero ngayon na alam niya medyo dikit yung laban. Nerves might come into play here. Who knows? Both players hitting these weirdly shaped sliders, no problemo. Pero, ito na nga po, Setsoku. Wait, this is 4 breakpoints in a row for for these players. So Setsoku going to the 9 match point for Kessoku as we head into the penultimate, into like their second to last pick. And I think this is going to be this next pick is going to be extremely crucial for both players. So far, we have not seen a single nomad get picked in this matchup. Like lahat ano lang, lahat mod pool lang. We hate nomads daw, sabi ni Kessoku pati ni Setsoku. Pero ito na nga po, breaking the stalemate is going to be Setsoku with a nomad 5 pick. Now this is going to be a pick that is similar to DP2. Maybe they're thinking, okay, no, I could do much better in terms of tapping. Ito yung get back niya. I think this might be the longest we've went without having a single nomad pick. Like imagine that. The first nomad as the 8th map to be played in the pool. Both players acknowledging that fact. Dalawa lang kasi yung late ka naman nomad eh. Grabe mo makamad. Like gusto namin yung makita ng mga makita ng mga manonood is either walang notes sa screen, maliliit lang yung mga notes sa screen, o napakabilis lumabas ng mga notes sa screen, yun lang. Walang nomad dito. Except sinabi ni Setsoku na, sige na nga, pabigyan na natin sila, nomad 5. The speed map to try and equalize things at 4 apiece and turn this best of 11 to a best of 3. And you see right here, accuracy drops in 2 separate locations. Pero si Kessoku yung mas may advantage ngayon. Kasi mas konti lang yung mga 100 niya. So once again, kalma lang tayo. First quarter of the map in the box is actually a really short map in comparison to like the rest of the pool, only clocking in at around 2 minutes. So kahit anong mintes na magmumula sa kahit sinong manlalaro dito ngayon is going to be a crucial miss. As we see both players right now, matching combo. It's a mania battle. And that's something I call an accuracy battle in standard. Kasi sa mania, accuracy battle lang eh. Oh, that's a big accuracy drop from Kessoku. At hindi ko alam bigla pumunta agad sa kamay ni Setsoku ngayon. 1/3 of the map remains. But still, whoever misses first and Kessoku misses twice. Si Setsoku na yata to. 1/4 of the map remains, and the thing that happened in DT2 is happening right now. Except this time instead of Kessoku running away with the lead, it's now Setsoku. The run back is real, bro. But you can never count Setsoku to fail to win. Oriented maps in a row, never. At yun na nga po, Setsoku with the perfect full combo of their own to one of Kessoku's earlier one at DT2. And now we are tied. We are tied at 4 apiece. Nako, makikita ba natin ngayon to? Double tiebreaker back to back. Final pick cycle na po. It's Kessoku's pick right now. Wala na pong mga hard rock. Meron na lang pong natitirang isang nomad, isang hidden, at dalawang double time. Yun na lang po ang mga pagpipilian nila. Kaya, ano kaya ang ano? Anong pipilian ni Kessoku ngayon? Kasi, I don't think they want to play hidden. Nomad 4 is Nomad 4 is going to be a coin toss, and DTs are, I think, equal ground for both of them. So, actually, I think in terms of hit death, mas maganda yung chance ni Setsoku sa hidden kaysa kay Kessoku. So, if I were Kessoku, I'd probably try and bank on like a really safe pick. Pero ano yun? DT3, sinabi niya. Malalaman natin kung gagana to in their favor. Pretty sure this is also a DT with weird sliders, kind of like Hard Rock 2, Hard Rock 3, and HD3. So Kessoku possibly opting for the non-conventional aim, probably to catch Setsoku off guard here. But will it work? And if it doesn't, do they think na kaya niyang panalunin kung ano mang ibabato sa kanya ni Setsoku susunod? Nag-aano sila hahanda. Wala pa ready. Or at least wala pa good luck, have fun. So hindi naman masabi kung pasimula na tong dalawang to, hindi ba? Oh! And I think connectivity issues on the side of Setsoku. Apparently, nawalan siya ng connection. Maybe the real rambulan sa silanganan is us fighting against the VH ISPs, who knows? Either way, it's bit of a delay. But I think now we're ready to get the final pick cycle on the way with this DT3 pick. Time to see kung gagana tong gambit ni Kessoku, the DT3 gambit. At this point, each map pick a crucial one for both players. Okay, so a really good start here coming from Setsoku, and misses coming from Kessoku's side. Oh my goodness. Medyo nakakatakot to ngayon If Kessoku's struggling this much already on the more straightforward patterns, I'm like scared to think about what would happen in the more finger controlly sections. Right, first KI part. Adyan na nga po, unang mintis ni Setsoku. Pero medyo malaki na yung kalamangan niya noon. So, Kessoku right here has to get their combo up and they will do so. A small break, makikita ng parehong manlalaro na medyo medyo maganda yung combo ni Kessoku ngayon So, Setsoku going to have to lock in, try to recover that earlier combo because right now Kessoku that missed those misplacements were like earlier than that middle miss coming from Setsoku, so that means that's a lot less scoring potential lost on Kessoku's side in comparison to Setsoku. Grabe yung zigzag! Nilampaso lang yung combo ni Setsoku doon and now Kessoku running away with this lead. Takbuhan lang Ano to? Capture the flag. Pero ito na nga, 1/3 of the map remains. Kessoku still maintaining their large combo, which means massive scoring potential. Yun nga po mintis na siya, pero 1/4 of the map remains. That lead though is really small now that I think about it, pero nagmintis si Setsoku and I think Kessoku is out of the forest or like out of the woods, at least for this map. Yep, another miss coming from Setsoku. Going to be the final nail in the coffin. Kessoku will take match point first in this matchup. Valiant effort coming from Setsoku's side, but now they have to think about what map they will have to pick to equalize things and force a tiebreaker. They still have that HD1, pero there's a caveat. Hindi naging maganda yung naging performance niya nung HD3. Ay, pero wala siyang paki-HD1 agad! Insta-pick! Wala nang wala nang pacheche-bureche. Diretso ng HD1. And this is for their tournament lives, mind you. If Setsoku wins this, we get back-to-back tiebreakers on this single stream. If Kessoku wins this, they advance. They face off against Pillowy in the next round of quarterfinals. Will Setsoku be able to translate this HD1 pick into a second tiebreaker? Who knows? But if you want to see the tiebreaker happen, you better start cheering for this blue anchorman right now. My goodness. Ito na. Magsisimula na ang bakbakan. Kessoku is 1 point away. They can close this out right now, and that's going to cause like a bit of pressure on them. Pero at the same time, si Setsoku kailangan mag-force ng tiebreaker ngayon kasi okay. I was about to say parehong na full combo ni Kessoku pati ni Setsoku yung intro na yun. Kaso nga lang nag-overtap bigla si Setsoku sa mga perfect stack na single node lang So now, early advantage on the side of Kessoku. Do finds a miss just now. Pero medyo medyo nakakatawa ito ngayon para kay Setsoku kasi pareho silang hindi makahanap ng combo. Ang ganda sana ng initial combo ni Kessoku pero yung accuracy niya is medyo let's just say may room for improvement na lang ang sabihin natin. So right now, Setsoku has that advantage in terms of accuracy and it's translated into the score right now. As well as a combo advantage, medyo dumadami na ang mga mintes ni Kessoku Medyo nakakatawa ito ngayon para sa kanya. And Setsoku has hit his stride in this map. I think it was just like the early map jitters, they've gotten rid of that. And Kessoku just struggling to even maintain above 50 combo in this map. First half of the map, in the books, it's Setsoku in the lead. It's just a slightly small lead, but when you take into consideration na hindi nakaka-combo ngayon parehong player, medyo maganda na rin to eh. Another trade miss, it's going to favor Setsoku more though. 1/3 of the map remaining to decide whether we see tiebreaker or not. Kessoku, these sliders, these patterns are so devious, bro. 1/4 of the map remains. It is still advantage Setsoku. It's just 60k. Whoever like holds a better combo at the end of this could probably take it. And right now it's Setsoku, but they find a miss. But it's traded. Wala na yata to. Maganda na kayo. Isang pie slice na lang natitira sa mapa na to. Setsoku still with the lead. It's still 60k strong. And I think at this point of this map, it's practically over. There's like nothing more that Kessoku can do. It is going to be tiebreaker once again. We're getting tiebreakers back to back, baby. It's like Oprah. You get a tiebreaker. You get a tiebreaker. You get a tiebreaker. And with that, Setsoku equalizes 5 apiece. Let's go, TV. Kessoku was just not feeling it during that HD1. They just couldn't. They just couldn't find any decent combo at all. And just like that, we get tiebreaker once again. The only maps remaining in the pool before this tiebreaker is Nomad 4 and DT4. So, wow. I can't even like, my mouth is starting to become dry from all this yapping. But brilliant effort coming from both Kessoku and Setsoku right now. This is for the tournament life. This is for the tournament life right now. It's come down to this: 5 minutes of 150 BPM, 6.84 stars. Oh, I'm not sure who's going to take it. Actually, both these players, I think, are evenly matched. I think Kessoku has a bit of an advantage in terms of like the weirder patterns, but Setsoku, in terms of just mechanics, slightly above than Kessoku. So who knows how this tiebreaker will play out? This is it for all the marbles. Whoever wins this moves on to the second round of the quarterfinals, where they will be facing off against Pillowy, waiting for them after their match earlier against the Casual Hexagons. Well, the loser will have to bow out of this tournament. Here we go, tiebreaker. Maagang palamangan agad kay Setsoku with accuracy advantage. Pero parehong may combo So hindi pa natin masasabi kung sino talagang lalamang dito ngayon. Accuracy drops for both players. It's actually going to give the accuracy lead into Kessoku's favor, and that's a drop combo from Setsoku, which now means Kessoku will take a hold of this lead, but for how long, we may never know. Zigzag, parehong player. Nakuha. This weirdly shaped slider also gets nobody. May practice talaga to. Pero trade miss coming from both players. But it's a trade that's going to go kessoku's side just because of that early score advantage that they've got. Medyo medyo nakakatakot na rin yung aim ni Setsoku dun sa mga na yun. At yun na nga po, mintes ulit. And I think they overtapped the slider as well. So now Kessoku, a huge advantage in terms of combo. But they find a miss, it's trade. Both players have yet to breach the 100,000 score threshold. It's going to be Kessoku in a bit now. But that's the first third of the map in the book. Kessoku with a 30,000 advantage over Setsoku, as well as a better accuracy and better combo. Actually, no way, both combos are equal right now. None of these players nadali ng walang nadali ng slow slider ngayon. Oh, pero Kessoku nagpintes. Ito na yata oportunidad para kay Setsoku to try and grab this lead away. But it's going to be in a bit. One half of the map remains. Setsoku on the edge of combo threshold. That's going to be maximum score for each note that they hit. Here we go. They're above combo threshold. How long will they be able to hold it? Because this is a rather tricky section coming up next. Another miss coming from Kessoku. And Setsoku might be able to do this. Sana namang mintis. Setsoku. Nakita mo yung mga na yan, palit ng palit. Slowly but surely inching on over to Setsoku's side with each note that they hit. Both players, hindi nadali ng weird na slider na yun. And I think Setsoku might be able to do this. Square. Still. Kessoku living triangle. And that weird hexagon-like pattern, and it's going to be Setsoku now at the turn. Kessoku trying their best. They're also recovering combo right now. So it's going to be really scary as we head into the final quarter of the map. Both players see that this score lead coming from Setsoku is really small. It's going to come down to whoever misses this, and it's going to be Setsoku. Kessoku above combo threshold. So that means they have the opportunity to snag this score lead away from Setsoku, and they do. And Kessoku now running away with this lead, but they do find the miss once again before these big sliders, these big weird sliders, both players finding trades. But right now, it's a trade that goes into Kessoku's favor, especially with these accuracies. Setsoku trailing a bit behind. The score lead still growing on the side of Kessoku. Both players find another miss. And I don't think there's enough time for anything to happen unless Kessoku finds another crucial miss. Setsoku with another miss, and it's Kessoku again. Both players are just trading misses. But like, that accuracy from Kessoku might have just done it. Kessoku with the final miss of this map is not going to matter. The buzz slider will signal the end. It is going to be Kessoku over Setsoku, moving on over to the second round of quarterfinals. What an insanely close score from these two players to close things out. Congratulations, Kessoku. And nice try for Setsoku. Oh my goodness. I'm just like, bro. That is the power of C24 right there. The C24 blessing. Oh my goodness. Two tiebreakers back to back is really not something that I was expecting to happen in this stream right here, but hey, it is what it is. While that happened, some other match results. Wind Impulse over Blood 814 in a 62 contest, and Pac over Nadale in a 64 contest. So GG's to them as well. Wow. I think that concludes like all the matches today, or hang on, let me check. Yep, that is all the matches today. We still have like a lot more matches to cover for the quarterfinals this week. Next match in the schedule is going to be Ravel versus Cine, scheduled later at 3 p.m. So you're not gonna want to miss that. For now, though, this will be it for this side of the commentary booth. I've been Item24. Thank you so much for watching RSS, and we'll catch you guys later.